Hello everyone. I would like to welcome you to the first webinar of the WDO Pro-Am committee, where we will share all the insights of the WDO Pro-Am Ranking Series, the information about the events which are included in this series, the information about amazing prizes and rewards, and all the other related details. Each selected event for the WDO Pro-Am Ranking Series is designed for the competitors to have the best experience with attention to every detail. The WDO Pro-Am committee is a great team led by the very well-known Carmen, who is the chairperson of this committee. Their work not only going to provide financial rewards for the Pro-Am teachers, but will also bring the educational aspects of the business, which will ensure continuous growth. So all the best and enjoy the webinar.
All right, thank you, Arunas, for this great introduction to our WDO Pro-Am committee. Well, I don't know how I got so lucky to be the chair lady of these marvelous and wonderful men here. It's a great honor, and I'm very humbled to be the chair lady. And yeah, they are doing the whole work. So I would like to take this opportunity to introduce my wonderful team here. It is, of course, Vitis Dubnauskas. It is Fabrizio Cravero, Piotr Lewandowski, Denis Kutepov, Michael Burton, and our advisor to this committee, who unfortunately not present today, is Karina Smirnov. So you can see who is a wonderful team we have here together. And yes, it's been very interesting because it is a new project for the WDO, and it was very important for the WDO to also include, of course, the Pro-Am market, because it is a new market in Europe in particular, and also in Asia. It's, of course, Dennis will agree that this is something which has been in the US for many, many years, but it is the time also for the WDO to create a unified family, to bring everyone together in one home under the World Dance Organization, not leave anybody out. So this has been, of course, the brainchild of all of these guys. As I said before, they are the leaders in our market here. And yes, we are doing many, many things. The mission and the goal for our Pro-Am committee is, of course, as I mentioned before, to unify the market, to also introduce systems and develop structures where we can grow from. And for everyone on every level of the WDO Pro-Am committee and the Pro-Am market in itself to find a place for the organizer, for the studio owner, for the teacher himself, and of course for the Pro-Am dancer as well. So there's loads and loads of different developments coming your way. But the most exciting at this moment in time, which we're going to launch this year, is of course our pilot year for the WDO Pro-Am Ranking Series. And this is a very, very exciting event. And I'm super excited to actually give the baton to Michael to explain a little bit more about this fabulous new venture for this committee and the WDO in home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carmen. The WDO Pro-Am Series is a collection of 7 amazing established events around the world, which connects professional and amateur dancers through the prestigious WDO Pro-Am Ranking Series. Through the series, our mission is to foster growth, reward excellence, and create an unforgettable experience for all who wish to take part, all while advancing the art of dance globally. Now I'd like to pass you over to Vitis. Thank you.
Actually, Michael, can I just interfere just a little bit? Because I think you said it so wonderfully, but it's important to understand that actually it is an amazing 6 events, and we carefully selected those 6 events to make sure the quality of those events are paralleled with what the Pro-Am market wants to be used to or is used to, and make sure that these 6 events are selected, or they were selected on the basis of that they actually mainly only for the Pro-Am market and have experience. So we wanted to give a good kickstart to this whole series of a high quality. The quality is in the foreground to make sure that the Pro-Am dancer finds itself at home in a great market. So I just wanted to add that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, actually, Carmen, well said. We select those 6 events plus the World Championship. And for us, the key, we have really the Pro-Am teacher and the Pro-Am students in mind. So not only the events have been designed with them in mind, but of course the awards. So let's talk about awards. First of all, we have the teachers. So the teachers will get to compete towards an impressive prize money of £30,000, which is the highest one in Europe, the equivalent of 35,000 euros. So that's really impressive. And then it's going to be shared among 10 top teachers. Then talking about the students, we pay particular attention to all types of students. So we will award with the Supreme Student Award, the top student, so the best student that constantly achieve excellent results throughout the series. And then, of course, we're going to award as well the top student award to those students that throughout the series, they enter the more entries. So what those students get? I'm not going to ruin the surprise. We plan to have the first award ceremony will happen at the end of the series, October 12th, at the Natural History Museum. And that's where you guys, the top teacher, top student, and top Supreme Award will be presented. With this, of course, how do we find out who is entitled to get these awards? I think Vitis is the one to ask for. Go ahead.
Sorry, before you go, sorry, Vitis, I need to say something else. I'm sorry. I think it's also important to highlight why we chose not to be in a calendar year. I know that is maybe a question many people will ask us, why did we choose to start an event or a series starting in November and finishing, or in October and finishing the following September? And I think this is a good question because we wanted to make sure that we have the best events included there. So our calendar year will always be October to September, and therefore always conclude in London with the award-giving ceremonies at the gala next year on the 12th of October, and so on and so on. So I think that's worth mentioning as well, that we're actually starting not in January, we're starting in October. Thank you, Vitis.
That's a very good point, and thank you, Fabrizio, as well. So obviously, you know, having these amazing awards means that you have to do something to get them. So focusing on the teacher awards, one of the 3 awards, these top 10 teachers will have to do certain things to qualify for this series. So first things are to mention how many points we will get. So as Fabrizio already mentioned, we are looking for the teacher awards to be presented to teachers who dance the most amount of entries. So they will receive 1 point per entry from single dances, multi-dances, and scholarships throughout the whole year. However, one of the most important things which we wanted to focus in this Pro-Am committee and the series was to actually, go back to the roots and focus on the bronze and silver and gold categories. However, in the teacher category, we're only focusing about the amount of entries, as it will be a little bit easier to calculate. However, to qualify, there are some prerequisites which you'll have to meet. So first thing is that the teacher must hold a valid WDO membership for the current year when they're actually in the ranking. The teachers must also attend at least a minimum of 4 events throughout the year and a minimum amount of 100 entries danced throughout the year in all of these beautiful events to be qualified to enter the top teacher award. And then again, as Fabrizio said, top 10 of them will be awarded the prize money. A similar story will be with the top student awards. As I mentioned, we are going back to the roots. We're actually very excited to bring this to you guys, that bronze and silver and gold categories in the levels are becoming very important for us. And we hope that it will be even more important for you, as it's a normal, step-by-step process of these dancers, how they learn and what they can achieve. So the points will be counted as follows. There will be 1 point per entry in single dance, 1 point in multi-dance challenges, 1 point in scholarship, and 1 point in Premier Open, which is a category where everyone will dance in one age group. The requirements are very similar to the teachers. You will have to dance at least 4 events out of all of these series events throughout the year, and a minimum of 100 entries to qualify. As well as both teacher and student should have a valid WDO license. So we have 2 awards out of 3. The third one is a little bit different, and it will take a little bit longer for me to explain, but I think it's a very important one. Before I start explaining, I want to explain what it is. So we have this Supreme Student Award, and what it means is basically we know that, Pro-Am industry in general and students, sometimes they are looking for different things. So we have, people who are dancing for numerous reasons, but one of those reasons is that they want to be really competitive. They want to see who is the best. They put a tremendous amount of work throughout the year to practice, to go to different teachers, etc. And they want to win. They want to be the number one, the strongest student available currently in any year. So this Supreme Student Award is focused exactly on that. So we will have 6 age categories: teen, A, B, C, D, and E. Out of all of these categories, top 6 students will receive awards. And how the points will be calculated is as follows. So from the single dances, you'll get 1 point. Single dances will be compulsory in any and all of these events. We then have the multi-dance categories, which will give you 3 points per entry, but they are optional based on if you would like to dance them or not. The scholarship, which once again will be compulsory category for everyone to take part in, will have a different point allocation system, as these are based on the competitive placings. So we will have a system where the first place gets 10 points, the second place gets 9.5, third place gets 9, etc., all the way down to how many dancers are dancing per category. And also we will have the Premier Open category in all of these events, and you will receive 3 points per entry. What does it mean, Premier Open? Basically, the idea is that we will pool everyone into one combined age category. Once again, going back to that natural transition that we want to see who is the most competitive, who is the best dancer, who is, the creme de la creme of the Pro-Am industry. So I think that's going to be a very nice touch as well. And also a very important point, which we also discussed among ourselves, and I think is a very nice touch as well. We want to make sure that the World Championship is included in this series, and it has a very substantial weight, because winning the World Championship in itself is already an achievement which you will, treasure forever. But in the series aspect of it, we wanted to make sure that you will get even more points when you take part in the World Championship. So you will receive almost 4 times more points in all of the placings when you take part in the World Championship, which will obviously change locations based on which events will have them throughout the year. So yeah, I hope that you guys will enjoy it. It's looking like it's going to be an amazing series so far. I'm super excited. And obviously now, Fabrizio, maybe you'll tell us how we can register and get into it.
Absolutely. Fantastic. It is super clear. Now, register. We do have a unified entry form for all the events, to make it much easier for all of you teachers and students. Then, of course, you will get to register nowadays online, of course, in the website of each one of the organizers. So talking about which styles we cover, we are talking about ballroom, Latin, American smooth, and American rhythm. Now, we have 2 different types, 2 different levels. We have the closed and the open. Both of them have different age category. We have the teen, the A group, 1935, then the B group, 3650, C group, 5164, D group, 6572, E group, 72 plus. So this is what's happened for the single dance and for the multi-dance. That's what we plan for it. Then we have the scholarship. The scholarship will be divided into different age category. The age category will be A, B, C, D, E. And then, as Viti said, we have the Premier Open, which is a very important new competition, which will give you a chance to collect the point towards the Supreme Student Award. And in that one, for the Premier Open, we have all the age group combined together. I think that's all for the entry form. You can find all of them in the website of every organizer. And then on top of the World Pro-Am Ranking Series, we have a much more planned for you guys. So I think, Piotr, you can go ahead and talk about the future development.
I will jump in for just a second, though, before I give it to Piotr, if you may allow me. One important thing as well to mention that the entry forms for the series, for the WDO series in all of these events, will be in parallel with the normal entry forms. As we have those requirements that the teachers have to have the license, and maybe for some people will be a little bit too much to enter into everything, but we believe that it would be fair to have them parallel next to each other, so you can compete even more during these events, which I'm looking forward to. Piotr?
Thank you, Vitis. Thank you, Fabrizio. Thank you guys for a beautiful introduction and describing all that important stuff. So as for development, we want to focus on two directions, which is we want to develop the Pro-Am series, ranking series, which we start in November this year. We have 7 events for a start, but we plan to have over 10 events in near future. So stay tuned. All organizers that are interested in joining us, please follow us at our channels. Maybe you'll be able to join our ranking series and to build this beautiful Pro-Am world with us. Another focus that we plan to develop is an education. Education as a broad subject. We want to reach all the dance studios, all the dance teachers, all the dancers that are interested in Pro-Am system. All the dancers that want to join the system, that want to join our society, that they want to develop in this, and maybe get to know a little bit more about how it works, or how to get more into deep with the tools, with the methodology even. So we will be able to help you with a lot of subjects that are included in Pro-Am system. Also, we plan to have a lot of workshops, a lot of online seminaries that you will be able to join free of charge. The only thing you need to have is a WDO license. So this is for now. This is our aims. Also, we want to be close to your needs, as well as professionals, and I think especially all the amateurs that are creating this beautiful Pro-Am society. So we will be listening to all your problems, to all your needs, and I think this development will be based on this live subject that the Pro-Am is. We'll see where it goes, but it seems like it's going to be a nice journey for all of us. So maybe now, Dennis, tell us how to reach us, how to find us.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, guys, everybody who've been talking in front of me. Very nice and very clear information. I have no question personally. Thank you. So to find our, first of all, calendar of all events, and plus you can see also ranking system, how it works. After each competition, you can see how many points you already have, in which position maybe you are, so you can plan ahead. So all information going to be on www.wdoproam.com, where you can see upgrades of all events. And the conclusion of what I want to say, WDO, it's a World Dance Organization, and me and my friends all trying to create WDO also Pro-Am World Family. So where we can be part of all competition for the whole year, all our students become friends, all our teachers become friends, and we're gonna create all together one nice family of dancing.
Thank you, Dennis. I mean, do I need to say more? These guys just make me look very good. I look like I'm the chair lady, but they know it all. So I'm a very, very lucky woman to have such a wonderful team. And I would like to thank you all for being here for our introductory webinar of the WDO Pro-Am Committee to introduce ourselves, what we stand for, what our values are, what our goals are. Do follow us also on Instagram if you would like to. It's WDO_Pro-Am_. Go on the website, check it out. I think you will be amazed of how wonderful these events will be. And I for one, I'm super excited to be part of it and see this society or family grow. And please be part of it. Come in, check it out, and see if there's something for you there. We are working hard for you because we would like to make a change in this world and make a better dance world so everybody can feel at home and have a great future and enjoy what they do. So all for the love of dance. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank this wonderful team. Thank you, Vitis, Dennis, Fabrizio, Piotr, and Michael. And thank you all for joining us here today in this very first webinar. Stay tuned because more is to come. Have a good day.